Good evening, YouTube viewers and subscribers. I guess it gets kind of old when I start out a video like this. So I'll start out a video like this. I know I've mentioned this several times, many times maybe, that I have some really awesome viewers, subscribers, and what I consider friends. This box is not why. But I do have some pretty awesome friends and subscribers. And I've got a question for you. What can $35 possibly buy? An empty box? Maybe. But what $35 bought me was this. This arrived today from a very good friend of mine. I think I'm in a little bit too tight there. This is a Webra Speed 40. Now, there are, what I've just discovered, two different Webra engines. There's the Speed family, and then there's the Standard family. I don't know how to call the other family other than the Standard family. But I'm going to put a link to the article for this engine here. And if you guys are interested, I suggest you at least click on that link and read at least the first couple of paragraphs, because it's very interesting. And a throwback to the folks that actually put that site together. They do an awesome job with all those engine reviews, scanning all those articles. I don't know the names of the folks that actually maintain that site, but without that site, our knowledge, our collective knowledge of engines would not be what it is unless you had every magazine under the sun. With that said, the Webra Speed engine, the Speed engines were actually designed by a different engineer than the man that designed the original Webra engines, and they were actually made in a different Webra factory. So they're actually completely different engines. But this one is a really nice Webra Speed 40, and I've never had the Webra Speed 40, and as you can see, it's a pretty old engine because it utilizes a clamp-on exhaust. This engine was featured in the article that the link is to in 1976, so it's an older engine, but it doesn't have that FSR typical other Webra styling. This has got a single cast crankcase. Now, that's the thing that I want to show you, is that if you look at that article, you'll be able to tell from the few pictures on that article that this hasn't been polished. This is just what these engines look like. They're a pressure die cast housing, and it just comes out looking really shiny. Now, unfortunately, I thought the exhaust would be kind of shiny looking like that too, because it did kind of look like that in the article. But this engine, like I said, dates back to 1976. I don't know if this exact one does, but it features a Dykes piston ring, so it's a ringed engine. Let me get in here a little tighter so you can see that. Oops. So it's got a Dykes ring. It's got extremely good compression. It's got the Webra twin needle carb and a little flexible adjuster here. So this is, I'm really excited about this engine because it's cool, it's old. The one negative about it is somebody drilled out one of the lugs here. Why they would do that is beyond me, but other than that, this engine looks pretty fantastic. So I want to get some wrenches here, and I actually want to take a look at the top of the piston and in the back plate here. So when I say this is different than the other Webra engines, this one is actually schnurl ported as opposed to the other Webra designs that are cross-flow scavenged with the deflector on the piston. So this engine, in that article, says it weighs more, but it's also considerably more powerful. So I'm kind of curious as to how much runtime this thing has on it. I don't see a gasket. Not sure if there was supposed to be a gasket, but there isn't one. The bearings feel pretty smooth. It's pretty dry in there, but I'll put some oil in there. Let's see how easily this head comes off and see if we can get a look at the top of the piston. Real quick, but I'm really excited about this. This engine actually came out about the same time as the OS 40 FSR, and these engines were direct competitors. So I do have a 40 FSR engine. Actually, I've got two of them. One is an older one. One has got about 3 runs on it. Okay, so we've got some runtime here. Not a ton, but there's definitely some runtime there. I'd say it's probably broken in, so I don't have to worry about taking it easy with it. But that is a quick look at this Webra Speed 40 engine. So I'll try and get this on the stand fairly soon. I've got quite a few things stacked up, and with the time change, a lot less sunlight now. So I'll try and get this on the stand as soon as possible so that we can get some run videos. But for now, that concludes this inside look.